welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be here with another episode of Off the Rip. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. For all my returning viewers, it's always good to see you again. Today we're going to be doing a wine, as is in the name, Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I do apologize that we have not done enough wines. Just take into the consideration that Mr. Randy used to be in wine for quite a few years, and then fell off into, we'll get into that to a later. Maybe a video of getting to know Mr. Randy. So, this is video part one, off the rip, where we get the bottle home, open it up, have our first pour, and I share my first impressions with you. So, a little bit of a notation on the whole wine thing that we're doing here now. This is a $5 wine Mr. Randy bought at his local grocery store, which is H-E-B. It's a fan favorite here in Texas. Just like Publix is the fan favorite on the East Coast. So I know Publix. I know Publix very well. But let's get into it, shall we? So this is the Barefoot Sweet Red Blend out of California. Smooth and sweet. Hey, look. It got double gold. 98 points. 2017 State Fair. So, Barefoot has been kind of a cheap alternative, and it's a very popular for the cheap wines that are on your grocery store shelves. A smooth and sweet red blend, luscious aromas, Barefoot Sweet Red Blend. Yeah, not a whole lot of information otherwise often than that. Is there anything I can pull off the bottle? Contains sulfites. They always contain sulfites. They always contain sulfites. Is it on the front? What am I looking for? There we go. Alcohol percentage by volume is 10, and it is a red table wine as it is listed. Very, very, very small print. Twisted metal cap. So it's only 10% alcohol by volume. What actually, I found out that it is actually a 10.5%. For some reason, a lot of these cheaper, younger wines do not like to list their full ABV when it goes down to the percentile of 0.5%. I don't know why. Just, if it is what it is, just put it on there. So this is coming out of Modesto, California. It's a relatively, a little bit better of a red than our previous one. That was a Sutter Home. It's a much better nose. It's very sweet. Black cherry. It's definitely got black cherry. Now this is just the initial a pour, and I'm having my first impressions with you. I don't have a lot of information beyond what's already been provided. So part one, we're going to be right here off the rip. First pour, first impressions. Part two is going to be halfway through, where we get a full review. I dredge up as much information as I possibly can on the interwebs and present it to you with under 10 minutes. The third part and final is where we're going to have the final pour, where this time we've had plenty of time for it to open up and do what it's going to do, and we experience and figure out whether that's better, worse, whatever. So the nose is very nice. It's very easy. It's got a very black cherry fruitiness going on, but it's really heavy on the cherry. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Not bad, but it was definitely better than the Sutter Home. I've always known that of all the ones, I think I've tried like 5 different variations to the Barefoot line. And it's not bad. I think this is definitely better than the Sutter Homes. This is okay for a $5 bottle of wine. It's definitely got a very light sort of twinge to it, that like sour tanninic twinge, like the sulfites sort of give it that little sour twinge. And if you're into wine, let Mr. Randy know in the comments. What's your favorite wine? Maybe I'll give it a try and give you a shout out when I do the video. Relatively light nose, but still pretty good. The palate, again, is better than some of the other lower bottom shelf wines. Mm. I'd say it's a acceptable, not horrible mouthfeel. Can't really pull a finish off of a wine, but you can work it a little bit. It's not too dry. It's got a very slight dryness to it, but it's actually relatively juicy, flavorful, but not too much. It's a pretty like middle of the road for a basic cheap wine. Again, $5, and it's easy drinkable. It's only 10% alcohol by volume, which is 20 proof. If you're turned off by like dark cherry, like that, like heavy dark cherry, you might not want to go for this. But I definitely got to say it's better than that Sutter Homes. Absolutely. Does it come close to Mr. Randy's favorite wine? I'm going to pull it out. You know I got to pull it out. No way. No way. Okay. Now, when Mr. Randy first started buying these, they were like $4 out the door. Then, I think it was earlier this year when I snapped up 10 of these bottles. They were $10 a piece at Walmart. And I went around all the Walmarts in my area and I snapped up 10 of these bottles and I drank 8 of them. That one you just saw is the last one of 2 I have left. I do have 2 of the giant Juggo juices. That's the 1.75 liters. I do have 2 of those. Those, I mean, understand that when you open up a bottle of wine, the clock is running, not ticking, it's running. So an average wine is good for 3 to 5 days after you've opened it. If you've decanted it fully, you've got 2 to 3 days. Most people do not put a bottle of wine back in the bottle after they've decanted it. It's usually, it has to be drank. It's kept in the decanter because you got to drink it because the clock is running, not ticking, running. And this is a clear bottle, which is usually a no-no, a faux pas in wine. But it's okay if you're using, you put a cheap wine in it, a light, young, cheap wine, because it's meant to be drank. It's only a $5 bottle. It's meant to be drank. Most people think that they can save it. I mean, look at this. It's a screw cap. It's not a cork. That's usually what you could do with wine. If it came with a cork, you knew it was something decent. But like I said, this is a $5 wine. Open it, drink it. Don't worry about it. It's only 10%. You're not going to get sloshed unless you're absolutely, completely intolerant to alcohol. But let us know in the comments. What do you think about Barefoot? What do you think about the Sweet Reds? What's your point, take, whatever? And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. You have a good one.